So welcome everyone to another World Cup game. This is round 4. French Scorpion player going against USA Crab player. We've seen the deck list multiple times already. I'm just gonna go very quickly so that you can have a look at them if you want by pausing your streams. Crab is playing the traditional Keeper of 4-2 deck with Rebuild as the restricted card. Splash being 3 Spyglasses, 2 Talisman, 3 Wayfinders. And on the other side we have Scorpion playing Keeper of Air, City of the Open Hand deck, Crane Splash, with 3 Noble Sacrifice and 3 Soul Beyond Reproach, both for 6 influence. Scorpion is going first, playing the Liar. Crab is... we have a Toturi in the Crab deck, that's interesting. So playing a Yazuki, Scorpion is like gonna pass here. Well, Scorpion has a very small amount of conflict characters, so he has to pay attention to that. I think he has only 4 of those. Yeah, 1 Depth of Shadows and 3 Canning Magistrates. Scorpion going Earth, ending a shameful display. So Crab here will just have to use the box. Scorpion can assassinate. Okay, he passes. Probably wants to see Scorpion firing the box before assassinating. Okay, Crab just passes. Discards Humor Skirmisher around him. It's good. If he doesn't have another conflict character, he won't have a conflict at all. Okay, he has another one. Wayfinder seeing abandoning honor, pillow the blackmail artist. And we see a Kireko bowing the Wayfinder. Okay, I think it's gonna be pretty happy. Like, you're building towers, and Kireko on your towers would be much stronger than it is there on your Wayfinder. And he has another Wayfinder, so you're definitely happy that the Scorpion player did use the Kireko there. Yeah. Because Water is gonna stand the Kitsuki. The Shudezuki, sorry. Yeah, abandoning honor, I guess the pretty farmable one. So we see no defense. This Crab is very likely going to try to break that if he can. Yep, there we see the Banzai. We might see assassination going down now. If Scorpion has it. I think if he has one, he might have played it. Yeah, I think he might have it to play it. No, no assassination. Okay, that's bad. Scorpion here is losing a province. Kills his own liar to draw a card. That's clever. Hoping to get a conflict character, I guess. So both players are already down at 800, which is pretty common for this matchup. So no conflict character for the Scorpion player. Crab will know 2 political conflict. Right, Crab going into the second turn with 2 breaks already would be pretty bad for the Scorpion player, honestly. Muzi could also decide not to do a conflict to get the favor. I think, yeah, just goes in. Finds a shameful. Going air, so that's a good call. There's your mark of shame. So So Crab has to play a conflict character if he wants to win that ring, he just passes. No result for the conflict, that's 2 fate and a card burned for Scorpion. Crab is down on cards, but he might have spyglasses, which you do not necessarily want to play because of calling in favor. Scorpion keeping Miyako. Okay, interesting. He's one of the rare Scorpion players still playing Adept of Shadows, which with Miyako obviously is a lot of triggers, but that's fate intensive. If I recall correctly, Crab doesn't have to... Yeah, no assassination wave to Crab, so Scorpion player is pretty free to play Miyako here, and maybe also Black L5R artist. He's unforged addict, so he does not need to keep fate for fate worse than death. He has a lot of kill, but there is an iron mine on the Crab player side, so we see Witch Hunter with 2 fates. And Crab's gonna pass after that, so Scorpion can now play stuff, for sure. So he's going to play the LB artist, I guess, after that. Just play the LB artist to fate, I would say. Yep, there it is. So that's a free card draw. Scorpion bidding 5, Crab bidding 4. That might be a tiny bit risky from Crab, because now we have I Can Swim. That could kick in. I think he put the Scorpion player to place 2 I Can Swim. Broken Province is Abandoning Honor. Well, sadly, I'm not sure. Because, like, no, there is Shameful, Appalling, and Secret Cache. So, calling in favor and the Spyglass. That's a good one. That's the one I mentioned sooner, is that I'm not sure you want to play the Spyglass there as Crab, because you know it's gonna get calling in favored. But then it also makes your other attachments safer. Among which your lone copy of the Jade Tetsubo. Oh, there's 2 of them actually. Wait till you do there, Scrap. I think you go for Poke with the Wayfinder. Yeah, it's not too good to poke here. Poke political to try to find the upholding authority, I would say. Well, air is always good in this situation. You kind of force Scorpion to defend because it's his gameplay it's his game plan to try to disannoy you. The fire is also good because you kind of know a character that's going to leave play. Or because Scorpion is playing Forged Addict, you can disannul the LB artist so that he doesn't have a courtier for the 4 shame. Scrap goes military all in. So I think a Scorpion here, you want him to find a Polding. And that's the upholding, so I think you just don't defend that. Let it break. That's bad because no scorpion is free to go with the air ring. Which has even more value because there is a keeper on board on scorpion side. Okay, we see a mountain does not fall. So that's just kind of a tell that we gonna have the witch hunter. Yeah, it's still have nothing. Witch hunter is going to stand ourselves, sacrificing the wayfinder. Sounds a lot like a forgedic bait. Can you tell me if you hear me clear enough on this on the channel? Just don't want to talk too loud because people are sleeping around. So what do we see in this hand? Like defend your no fight and skirmisher, rebuild, reproof, talisman, and mountain. Okay, so the mountain was so that not 2 copies of those were discarded. So what do you choose here? You don't really want to take the other copy of mountain. Defend your nerves, good target. Phaeton also is. Reprieve, given that you have a kill deck, is a really good target. Because you can cancel the rebuilds, but you already used one of the calling in favor. So no Scorpion can use LB Artist. I'm not sure dishonoring the LB Artist makes a lot, because there is Sal beyond reproach. But Alhest Scorpion player isn't going to noble sack from a 2-fate LB Artist. Standing the Witch Hunter. She has Mountain effect on. So yeah, uses the LB Artist right now in between the conflict. And no Scorpion, I think you just go air here. Not sure about this Stronghold trigger. You go air military with Miyako. Okay, air political with the artist, so that's probably assault beyond reproach incoming, or a mark of shame on the witch hunter. I think assault beyond reproach is more efficient. The card has a bit less value for you. Mark of shame is more valuable, not to waste it there. The court games also work, and then we're gonna see a for shame. Because it makes the mountain useless. Yep, there it is. I know we're gonna see the fight on. Very likely. Well, except it's not breaking, so you probably don't play the fight on the scrub here. Yeah, it's just bite the bullet, lose 1 honor. Because you're gonna need the fight on in the next conflict. Scorpion is pretty fine having found Manicured Garden to farm. Could try to find something better, but that's already a good one. He's going Earth military now. He's at 2 military, so he could try to find something else. And if it's something he wants to break, he can try the Salbian Reproach. No, it just goes back on the garden because it's been triggered already, which makes sense. So drawing 1. Yeah, there is already a huge hand discrepancy here. Scorpion board is, yeah, there is a divide on. So he can't get cancelled because no courtier available. I think given the deck he wants to cancel the rebuild on the mines anyway. So we see Banzai going, okay, interesting. So Banzai on the Miyako. I guess that's fine for Scorpion because it will allow him to lose 1 on a point. Which means he's going to stay not too far away from the 6-1er. He needs to trigger the Alibi Artist. So another trigger of the Banzai. Yep, there we are. So now Crowd needs to put at least 3 strength to prevent the ring from triggering. So I think you just pass here, Scrap. Now he plays Talisman, it's gonna send him to another province. Upholding, but Upholding wouldn't break. Which one is that? Now is he calling in favor to steal the Talisman? Or, oh yeah, defend the world. Okay, makes sense. Defend your honor here to cancel the Talisman steal. Maybe the Talisman steal has been a bit of an overreaction. I don't know, because if no Crabs goes and defend the wall. Then you have to win the conflict as Scorpion and you don't have too many military buffs. Scorpion does give a lot of honor to the Crab player here. Well, a lot is 2, but it's significant. Conflict remains on the province. So here's Scorpion. No, you don't. You won't play Adept of Shadows. I don't think you get the break for sure. Yes, you would rather not play it. It wouldn't give you the break because of the stronghold, so you don't play it. Also, Miyako trigger would just be for nothing, so that would be just useless. Yeah. Oh, and it's another conflict character discarded. That's tough. That one had no effect this turn, but that's a rough one. Favor for the Scorpion player now. Going into next turn. There will be still a better board for Scorpion, but not huge difference either. As a Scorpion, you take the Void Ring here. Interesting. Do you play the Sokujin? Or do you play Novice? Yeah, Novice with no Fate for the Forged Edict makes sense. Crab plays the Vanguard Warrior, which now makes the Void Ring pretty awkward. And Scorpion plays the Sokujin. I think you still have to go for the Void Ring because of the 2 Fate. gonna see Portal and Defender, 3 fates, so Scorpion got the passing fate. I probably can go political void here. It's air water. That's not really interesting. Yeah, there is the political void. Do you go back on manicured or do you try something else? Yeah, going back on manicured. You don't want to hit defend the wall actually, so you don't have much choice. Hey, so crab can defend with 4 strength here if needed. So Albion Reapers does not get it. We see a mountain, which goes through. Yeah, there we see this Albion Reaper, so the crabs from gold is gonna get used. Oh, and a ring the keeper, no, actually that works. Yeah. No, crab can't really use the stronghold. It's gonna void the Witch Hunter, I guess. Okay. Might also try to kill the Borderland defender. They did bid all the same, right? Yeah, to bid one. That's probably because it doesn't have an I can swim. Let me see, code games for the crab player. Scorpion's like gonna pass there. A crab has only 1 card left. So very soon Scorpion will be on board rather than hand. And crab is going to be in a pretty bad situation. I can't really attack there because of the talisman. He's gonna go with the Vanguard Warriors so that he can sack him. That's a great cache, yeah. Okay. It's an interesting choice. Somehow you force Scorpion to defend, but he would be too happy to defend with his Okujin here. Or like just assassinate you. You're at 4, no, you might not want to assassinate there. Swatch Commander is a card. Yeah, defending with his Okujin. There cannot be any console with defending one over there because Okujin can be targeted. It's another thing. I think as grab you pass, yeah, like you're just happy to have forced the Zokujin to defend. Yeah. And you don't have the resources to pressure anyway. So now you use your Vanguard Warrior on the Witch Hunter. And a Scorpion, what do you do? Like, do you take the airing? Yeah, I think you go military air. Yeah. Well, if you do so, you give a fate to the grab player, but I think it's better. He has two characters you want to force him to defend. Okay, it's a pretty small military poke. Scrap can defend with whatever he wants here and probably win the conflict. Yeah, Scorpion just did realize that and went with Miyako instead. But the Borderlands can defend because he's been affected with Biomountain, so yeah. Borderland is not boring at the end of this conflict. Crab can't play a talisman because there is here is the crab talisman. Well, he could have a second one, but that's unlikely. He has one card in hand. Why do we know his hand? No, we don't. He did draw one card since we knew about his hand. So he has one card we do not know about. Well, actually, maybe we know about it. Depends on what he played. It's been quite a time already, actually. There's been, yeah, there is. Skirmisher's been hit. No, the card he drew, uh, that's the rebuild that remains. Yeah, it's rebuild. Scorpion might have a forged edict for that rebuild. What's your way of Scorpion too? That's a magistrate incoming, right? But then your Miyako wouldn't count, so you bet it in just for the spyglass. Okay, maybe. No, it just passes. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, the way of the Scorpion is just to remove the one fate that it needed to win the conflict. Okay, noble sacrifice for the borderland, so now we're gonna see the mine to save the borderland. And now he's going to cancel the rebuild next time. Yes, as Scrum here, you need to wait for the next turn to buy the rebuild so that there is no coach, and you hope Scorpion not to flip a courtier. But Scorpion can still sell beyond reproach the LDB artist. He's played only once Albion now. Yeah. So I guess you go back on Secret Cache and you try to break that. You can't really go on Shameful here. It hasn't been used. And if Scorpion has a magistrate, then you gave him a free Shameful trigger. Yeah, just passing the conflict feels better. So Scrabble just go water here, right? Okay, Scorpion has enough courtiers to not care about the rebuild, but Crab finds another iron mine, which is good for him. We will also get a card draw from the envoy. Scrap did pass here, which means Scorpion has free will to do whatever he wants. So we got a card draw and use the stronghold. There's the palace for Crab now. That's not nice. Scorpion here. Crab has one censure. So we see the third, no, it's the second spyglass, sorry. So that's very good for Crab here. Does Scorpion have a calling in favor left? Yeah, there is a third one. Does he have the third one? Seems not. So that's going to hinder the impact of the Scorpion strategy trying to forbid Crab to draw anything. Okay, Crab tries to go for the break here. Given that he has a favorable ground, he can still back down home. And Scorpion kinda have to defend that water ring. You need to put the Miyako in, I think. No, he's not defending, so that's a cunning magistrate incoming, for sure. Like the only not dishonored character is the KU on voice, you just play that cunning and okay, now he puts the Miyako in. Crab has a witch hunter, so you're at risk of having your cunning clouded. That's still a 13 card advantage, that's a huge lot. Shameful, honoring Miyako and dishonoring the envoy. So now it's not breaking anymore. And I think now you don't care about water resolving a Scorpion here, because those two characters have little value. And there is only one keeper, so that's fine. Crab is gonna sack the envoy to stand the witch hunter afterwards. Scorpion here, you don't want to win that conflict, otherwise Crab is going to use the favorable ground to send the character back home. And you don't want that. Okay, he prefers to try to win it, that's interesting. Ooh, that's ugly. He triggered the Miyako and the Crab discarded at random, and it did hit the Cloud Domain. But I mean, that one a 50% chance, right? So now he sends obviously the Bottle and Defender home that is going to use the Spyglass second trigger afterwards. I don't like playing him with only one Fate as Scorpion. I think there should be two Fate on that guy. Especially against Crab, he's so good. So Kujin going for Earth makes sense, you just go back on the card and again. Oh no, Shameful. Oh yeah, you can't be affected by Shameful. Yeah, I mean he has one card and you have a Zokujin, like why would you ever choose another ring, right? Well, unless there is a shit ton of Fate on it, but That's not the case. Crab has 10 fate though, like Scorpion need to pay a bit attention to that. Fortunately to cancel the rebuild, that's good, so no second favorable ground here. Crab doesn't have anything to discard anymore. Shameful breaks. I'm honestly not sure why you didn't went on the iron mine here. I could be upholding and that would suck. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Borderland going on Shameful. Shameful's been used, so no Shameful trigger here. Um, how do you defend that as Scorpion? Like, do you have another Magistrate? In which case, I think the Scorpion, the Crab player here just like is disgusted. I see a Blackmail Artist. That's political, so Scorpion here might know he's gonna win the political conflict. Otherwise, you would keep it for your own political conflict, right? If you weren't going to win that one, you would use the blackmail artist attacking. Yeah, there it is, the 4 shame. So now you win in defense, and you're gonna steal 1 on her. And if he has the triple backhanded, that's the end of the game. Scrap does not have the censure. Are we going to see it? Steadfast sacrifices that the borderland defender can stand. He loses 1 on Oda, so now it's only 2 backhanded needed. Okay, Adeptus passes, which means he doesn't have 2 backhanded, maybe only 1. That could be a problem if Crab has a talisman here. So I think you need to go Void as Scorpion there. Because if you go Air and Scorpion has a talisman, Crab has a talisman, he's going to send you on to defend the wall, and he's going to win Honor. Unless, of course, you can win that conflict. Crab's going to be at 3, 4. Scorpion is going to be at 4, 2. And now also he can Noble Sack. So that's a problem for the Crab player. Okay, there we're gonna see a backhanded. There is no way he doesn't have at least 1. No, backhanded complement. Oh yeah, because no, actually. Wait, that's weird. Oh yeah, we're gonna see Noble Sacrifice onto the Borderland Defender. And if Crab saves the Borderland, then he dies from Witch until leaving. And if he does not save the Borderland, then he dies from the Borderland leaving. Yeah, that's the game. Yep, there it is. He needs to target the Borderland Defender. Yep, there it is. Game. Oh, he has a rebuild. Okay, that's not game. Had a second rebuild. That's interesting. So Crab actually survives there. Ah, there we see the backhanded. Okay. That's oh my god, that's a salty Crab player. It's not really kind of the Scorpion player to have kept the backhanded for afterwards, but like if Crab hasn't had a rebuild, finishing with the Noble Sacrifice was much better than finishing with the backhanded, honestly. It's much classier. Well, thank you very much for watching the game, and see you on the next one.